Magma burst, lava gushes from Icelandic volcano, forcing evacuations. Lava continues to gush from a volcano in southwest Iceland after erupting for the 5th time since December, forcing nearly 4,000 people from their homes in a nearby fishing town. After being dormant for 800 years, the latest eruption from the Sundhnukur volcanic crater has been described by the Icelandic Meteorological Office as the strongest in the region since the volcanic system on the Reykjanes peninsula became active 3 years ago. By Thursday evening, the volcano's activity had reportedly subsided significantly, following a major display of natural fireworks on Wednesday. However, authorities were still on alert on Friday for further volcanic activity. The eruption since Wednesday has sent record-high lava flows into the area. Volcanologist Dave McGravy calculated that the amount of lava that initially flowed from the crater could have buried the football pitch at London's Wembley Stadium in an instant. The magma jets are reaching about 50 meters, 165 feet, into the atmosphere, said McGravy, an honorary research fellow at Lancaster University. That immediately made me think it was a massive eruption. That was my first impression. Then came some numbers, estimating how much was coming out per minute or per second, and I was just amazed. A fissure had also opened up, stretching to at least 2.5 kilometers, 1.6 miles, long. It's a continuous curtain of fire, but over time it will focus on certain points and eventually often only 1 or 2 craters will be active in the long term. Rika Peterson, a researcher at the Nordic Center for Volcanology at the University of Iceland, told Al Jazeera. But we can't say that yet. We're just observing the early stages now. The latest volcanic activity is once again threatening Grindavik, a coastal town of 3,800 people, and has led to the evacuation of the popular Blue Lagoon geothermal spa, one of Iceland's biggest tourist attractions. Grindavik, located about 50 kilometers, 31 miles, southwest of the Icelandic capital, Reykjavik, has been under threat since an earthquake in November forced evacuations before the initial eruption on December 18th. The subsequent eruption destroyed several buildings. A protective barrier outside Grindavik kept out lava, but the evacuated town remained without power and 2 of the 3 roads leading to the town were submerged in molten rock. I quite like the situation compared to the beginning of yesterday's eruption, Grindavik Mayor Fannar Jónasson told national broadcaster RUV on Thursday. McGravy said the eruption was more powerful than the previous 4 because the largest amount of magma had accumulated underground before it broke through the Earth's surface and shot into the sky. Researchers have noticed a pattern: volcanic eruptions that start quickly and violently followed by eruptions that quickly subside a few hours later, McGravy said. It is not known when the eruptions will end. None of the current eruption cycles have affected flights, as the nearby international airport remains open. Iceland, which sits atop a volcanic hotspot in the North Atlantic, experiences periodic eruptions. The most disruptive in recent times was the 2010 eruption of the Eyjafjallajökull volcano, which spewed a huge ash cloud into the atmosphere and forced the closure of airspace across Europe.